Hey guys, how's it going? Briano here, and today I have a little bit of a different video for you guys. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to do a full build with me. I have not really made this project before. I didn't do any really pre looking into this, just what APIs I'm going to use or what dependencies I'm going to use for this project. But what we're going to do is we're going to make a Discord bot, and what that Discord bot is going to do is it's going to return back based off the country that you pass it, how many people were affected by coronavirus. We're going to use some REST API, which I found online for coronavirus off Rapid API. And then we're also going to use the Discord JDA. Now, the only thing, like I said, I did before I started is I went and took all my API keys and I hid it in this API keys.properties. So we won't have to play with that anymore. And then the other thing is I started making out this Discord builder. So kind of to go through the thought process of how I'm going to do this is I'm going to get the REST API working. Once the REST API is working, we'll get the Discord bot working. And after the Discord bot's working, we're going to link it all up together. Let's get working on it. So the first thing I'm going to do is, and also this is new to me, but I'm going to try to talk through stuff as I'm working on it. So I'm going to make a service package here, and we'll call it Corona. Oh, that's not how you spell service at all. Factory name. And we'll go ahead and annotate that with that service. Perfect. And let's just pull up the service that we're going to use for this. Just get it on my other screen. All right. So we're going to use this coronavirus service from Rapid API. It's a free API. I'm not sure exactly how up to date this is, but kind of more interested in getting in the ballpark of what the actual thing is. So let's see. So there's two APIs from here that I think I'm going to be implementing. The first API is going to be this countries API. So the flow will kind of be something like you'll hit the Discord bot, you can ask all the countries, and after you ask all the countries that you request, you can go and hit the specific country and it'll give you the information on the country. So I thought, since a lot of people are indoors, with this whole quarantine thing going on, this would be a fun project to work on. So let's start with implementing this countries API. The XRapid API key I already have in a Spring Properties. Name of country. Okay, we'll pass that in. So this is the URL. So let's get started on that. So we're gonna have two services here. For now, I'll just make this public void. Countries. Get all countries. Pass nothing. And it's the URL. So we'll have a REST template here. So I actually want to have REST template. Maybe I'll keep a new REST template every time. I won't make it at the class level. So instead we'll do and we'll have its HTTP headers. Okay. So HTTP headers, new headers, great. Gotta import this. Okay, cool. headers dot add, and then so here it said I need to pass my xrapid API key. So I'm going to take the xrapid API key and we'll say xrapid API key. We want that. Then API key. And for API key, I'll do get at value. Sorry, so the name is x.rapid.key. Okay. And also this is going to come from here. So now with that being said, perfect headers. I think that's all good for that. I think that's all we really have to pass. And actually let's do headers dot set content type, and we'll pass in media type application JSON, and I will static import that. Okay, cool. All right, so now we have the xrapid API key down. We have the headers all finished, and so next we'll go and we'll make a string URL equals. Okay, cool. Make an HTTP entity string entity equals new HTTP entity string. Here we'll pass parameters. If I could spell that correctly, sure. And here we'll do get headers. Okay. Enter to import. I'll enter to import. Oh, beautiful. We have an extra thing here. Need that. Okay, cool. So now we have an entity with our headers. And so last thing we want to do here is, so we'll have a response entity, string, response. Then we'll do REST template.exchange. Should be this one. Exchange on URL. And then we'll pass HTTP method get. And we'll pass entity. And for now, we'll just do string.class. Going forward, we'll put it in something else, but for now, we'll just use that and get all countries. And okay, so that should be good. Let's do system.line. Status code and system println response dot get body. Ooh, get body. Cool. Do that, and for now I'll just label this as post construct. And let's go ahead and run this application. And while I'm running this application, if you guys haven't had the chance, could you go ahead and give this video a like if you're liking it so far. Also, if you haven't subscribed before, if you could please subscribe, it really helps out the channel. And then once you subscribe, or if you've already subscribed, hit that little notification bell at the bottom and it'll let you know when I'm making a video. So it actually worked. We have back all this. So what we're looking for now is we'll make an entity which contains this response. So let's do new package, and we'll call that entity. A new Java class, and we'll call that countries response. So on countries response, I think it's I'm gonna have to look at this because I haven't done this in a while. Let's see. Okay, that's what we needed. JSON ignore properties, ignore unknown equals true. Okay, country's response. Now country's response, what does it contain? So results, errors, get, response. This is what I really care about. Let's see if this works. So if I have a list of strings, response, right? Now, I don't really care about anything else, but I'll also get results. Yeah, we can do results. So we'll have some integer results. Right. And for this, go ahead, generate getters and setters for both of these. And we'll generate a toString. Cool. Now let's go ahead and we'll take this country's response. And in our service, we'll say country's response.class. And this now needs to be a response entity of country's response. And so first we'll say response.getStatus code is still fine. Make sure that still is 200. And then the other thing is system body dot toString. Cool. Let's go ahead and rerun this, and hopefully it doesn't blow up. That is the goal. And perfect. So now we have our list of countries' responses. We have all these here. So this is what we want to do. We want to check we'll use this to validate whatever the person puts in. So if they say that they want some country, we're going to make sure that the country actually exists from this. And if it does, we will we'll hit the API. And if it doesn't, we're going to tell them that that API doesn't exist. So what we're going to do here is let's see, how do we want to do this? So okay, let's keep a make this return country. It could still return void actually, and this will be private country's response country. Okay. So we'll say if countries is equal to null, then we'll do this. And else we're just return. So, but we don't want to return. We can do a return. Why not? Sure. Response. Okay, cool. So basically what we're doing is once this Corona service comes up, post construct, we're going to do this, which means that this should never be null other than the first time. But just to make sure that it does get it, we're going to make a new REST template. We're going to hit this country's API. for that API, we're gonna get back this country's response. We're gonna return response that get body, and also actually we'll make available countries equal response that get body, and then we don't need to response get body both times. We'll just return available countries, because who knows, I might want to use this outside of this class. Now, the next API that we want to implement is going to be this API here. So get statistics for country. So this is for all countries, and then a specific country would be here. Okay, perfect. So the validation is going to apply here first. So what we'll do is, all right, so let's start coding through it and then we'll see. Public. Look at this. Okay, get statistics results is 194. Response contains a country, cases, object, and deaths object. Okay. So here we're going to do it a little different. So we're going to have Java class. What is this? Statistics? Yeah, okay, so we'll call it statistics response. Statistics response. Okay, cool. I'm going to take the same ignore unknown. Underneath statistics response, we're going to have, we'll also use results here. We need it for some validation. Then we're going to have a list of these responses. And then cases object beneath that. Okay, so we're going to have a list. Response. List. Center. Import class. No, not import class. Here we're going to have a entity new Java class. Call this response. Actually, I don't like that naming. Rename country. Okay, so it's gonna be a list of country response and import list, and also another thing is we have to make sure it consumes that response. So didn't really show much here, but nice try. A for effort. I think this will actually do it. Okay. What was the name of this? Response. Their country response. String. Country. Cases. Private. That's morbid. and we'll have um, I don't know if I actually want to do anything with those, so we'll just make them strings. I could use local date or local date time, but I don't even know if I'm going to use them, and I'm sure I'm going to have some issues with serialization and deserialization. So I'd rather just make them strings, and we'll worry about that later if we decide we want to do something with it. Getters and setters for everything. And generate toString for everything. Okay, cool. Now we need to make cases and deaths. New Java class. Cases. New Java class deaths. Okay. New active critical recovery total. Oh, this is deaths. New in total. Yeah. How do you name something new? Silly. Actually, let's use integer. Generate getters, setters, and generate. Okay. Same thing here. I'll go ahead and generate getters and setters. String. Don't know why that was there. What's left? Cases, right? What are cases? New active critical recovery total. Again, new. Should I like that better? Gotta refactor this now. Okay. Okay. Cases. New. Active. Critical. Covered. Okay. Now, if I didn't mess something up, then okay, statistics for country. Let's see. So available countries dot response stream dot filter x dot equals country name. Find first. Oh, country or country bank. Do that country bank. Okay. If x dot is present, validated country. If validated country is present, then at that point we know. Okay. It's there. Instead of that, we're gonna do get all countries. Okay. And pretty that up. Okay. So we're gonna set up loggers at this point, but at some point. But for now, I'm gonna keep using system out because it's really just on my local machine for now. So let's say validated country get country selected, sure. And then we'll do the same thing here. We can use the same headers for this one, so that's why we'll reuse all that. We'll do that. And then we'll do URL will be different now. Cool. Country. Okay. And then here we're gonna pass in validated country dot get. What happened? Oh, gotcha. That's what happens when you copy and paste code, boys. Okay. Response. Okay. So we'll do system println, and we'll do response that get status code, and then we'll do out the println, and we'll do response that get body toString. Okay. Alright, so that should all be good, and the only thing is for now, since we have nowhere to call this, we're gonna call it from that's not gonna work. Oh. Interesting. How am I gonna hit this? I did not think this through. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll just make a controller for now. What's going on here? Get statistics for country. Get all countries. Blah 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 blah. Wait, okay, this is the statistics response. Gotcha. Okay, country Argentina. New cases is no. Okay. So that all worked. I don't know why it's complaining. That's okay, because as long as that works, so now cases. So someone lied here, buddy. This is new. How are you gonna tell me new cases? No. Okay, so let's do this to a string. I want to see what this is unnecessary, but don't care. Oh, okay. So apparently for Argentina itself, cases of new is null. Okay. Let's use China then. Okay. Oh, new is plus 55. That's why. Also, it's going to be null either way. Because of this plus. Let's see if it'll get rid of that if we're using this statistics response. This is the type statistics response. Okay, so kind of at this point, if both of these work, okay, new case is 55, deaths is 5, time is good. Okay, so at this point, we can get rid of this controller. Okay, and we'll use the get statistics for country as it's supposed to be used. But now I think we can actually get into the interesting part of this Discord bot. So we have our Corona bot. I already made this. His name is Corona-chan. I was between Corona-chan and Corona-ni. Some weeaboo crap, right? But I thought it was cute. I thought it was like kind of brings a smile to your face in like the light of this crappy situation. So we're gonna use Corona-chan, and he is going to have, I think, um, for now we'll just do, for the course of this video we're gonna just do one. It'll be exclamation point, say maybe cases or something, and then country, right? So it'll be probably something like exclamation point, let's do statistics, and then here we'll put country. So that's how it's gonna work. So with that being said, I have to do something that I've never really done before, and we have to go ahead and we have to make the Discord bot. So I just put the bot token in here, and I was messing around with this framework. I really don't have much experience in it, but we're gonna do public void build Discord bot, right? So it was something like JDA equals like equals, okay, so JDA builder dot create default, pass it the token. Do we have to build? No. That'll already return an instance of JDA. And so JDA, this is not supposed to be, sorry. Okay. Yeah, we do have to build. Dot build. No. Unhandled exception. That's fine. Put there for now. JDA dot. Then we'll add an event listener. and that'll have the event. So let's go look at the documentation. JDA Discord. So we can have, okay, here, we'll do this. It's an adapter. Yeah, we'll have message received event. Okay, so we'll have some public class, new package. We'll call that listeners. Oh, sorry. Should be singular. Class Corona listener. Okay, extends what it is extending listener adapter. Okay, cool. And just to start, we'll just have this. Have to do some importing. And in our Discord builder component, we can have event listener is new Corona listener. Okay. Hopefully this doesn't blow up. And this all works correctly. And login, perfect. It's listening, it established the socket. So anything I now type in here should come here. Cool. Perfect. Now we can have a help message and we can have a actual API message, right? So in our message listener, we're gonna have this. We'll leave alone because I think this we should print out anyway. So we'll keep it from the documentation. I think it was helpful because it also shows you what you can do with these events. So now we have to have some logic where we're gonna say, okay, the event's content, if it equals either, let's say we want to have info and statistics, or help, we'll do help and statistics. And so if event dot, what is it, get message dot get content display that contains help, create some help method, and else if event dot get message. Actually, let's do this because I don't want to keep making calls to this. We'll refactor this out. So string content equals. So content. Ooh. Content contains help. Do help else if content dot contains. Let's see what we want to do. Statistics. And okay, here I have some private void help pass message received event. You're gonna pass around the event because I'm sure there's probably better ways to do it, but by passing around the event, we'll be able to send messages back to the event, the server that the event came from. And then we'll have a private void fetch statistics, and that'll also take in the same message received event. Okay, and for now, let's just call help and event, and then also statistics, fetch statistics, and event. Okay. So now the help message will be the easiest to code, so let's just do that. So let's go to help and see how they are putting a message. Okay, channel. So event has channel. Channel, we can send the message. Queue response. Is that the best way to do it? Channel, that's a message. They have some stuff about like sharding here and all that other stuff, but I think we're not going to get into that right now. I think it is a good idea. Maybe in the future, if I see that this bot like has like a good amount of users, we can do that. But for now, I'm just going to do one channel. And also, if you guys want to see a video where I will deploy this somewhere, maybe on one of these like cloud platforms, it could be a pretty cool thing. Maybe how to deploy to like PCF or something like that. So let's use this method for now. Channel.send message. Queue response message. Okay, it's just channel.send message IQ. I don't think we need that other part. So channel, okay, event get channel dot send message IQ. Type so the one thing that I'm thinking about is we have to make sure that the person that sent this message is not the bot. So I'm guessing there's probably something event dot get message is maybe get author dot is bot. Yeah, return. So basically what I want to do here is that I don't want this stuff to all happen. Actually, we can do it a little bit lower. We can still print what the bot says, but I don't want it to basically go into this because then it might go into like a loop. So let's restart this. Okay. Help. Oh, okay. I thought it didn't work at first. Hi, type statistics, country name for information by country. Okay. So Corona-chan is working. Now the actual part that we were working on for this whole video. Let's get into implementing this API call. So we'll have to auto wire the service into here. Private Corona service. So let's do Corona service dot. Oh, that's the wrong one. Dot get statistics for country. Now the thing is, I'd like to think of whether I should handle this this stuff here. The downside from handling it out there, or the upside from handling out there, is I don't have to pass that message around. And also, this now needs to return statistics response. And response.getBody. Okay. Now what we can do here is if we just return null, then we won't really know whether or not why this issue happened. If the issue is because of the name didn't match, or if the issue is because of some other reason. So I don't want to do the return null because I like to leave that for if there was an issue. Actually, we have that status, right? So we can say, yeah, no, that's getting too complicated. Let's bring this out to the listener. So, service dot countries. Okay. Now what we have to do is we have to get the message. String message equals event dot get message dot get content display. Okay. Now we have to break up the message. So I'm thinking we can split it into like two pieces of a string array, right? So if we do message dot split on thing, this returns, what is it? This returns string array, right? And then we could do array dot yeah. Nice. Okay. Now the only thing message dot next. This should be array dot one. Country, and then we'll do validate country dot get. Yes, let's do if validated country dot present this else event get channel send message country did not match countries. Try one of these. And what if we do get all countries dot we'll leave that out for now. And then here we'll do event dot get channel dot send message. Response stats. Okay. I'm sure this is gonna fail the first time because let's see. String split by space. Aha. And that's why I don't know anything about regex. Okay, what are we doing here? Okay, now we remove the validation at the service level. All we're doing here is we're gonna pass country name. Replay that. Build completed successfully. Thanks. Okay, so help. Okay, statistics. China. Ooh, something happened. Where would we know? Huh. What doesn't it like? So let's go through here. So it's the issues at fetch statistics line 51. Corona service, get all countries. The Corona service should be there. Get all countries. This is a service. It is coming out. Okay. Okay. Reruns. Ooh. Huh. Peak. Tree. String. Oh. Okay. So it looks like for some reason this get all countries. That's true, you know what? Oh, huh. That's empty. No, it's not. So let's slowly make our way through all these possible issues. Okay. Okay. So now the only issue with that is um, I don't know if this is how I want, but let's see if this fixes the issue at least. Looks like the issue has something to do with Okay. So that looks like it was the issue. So let's see if we can clean up this code because I kind of did it while debugging. For some reason, because this wasn't a component, it looks like. And also I was using setter injection. So I wasn't using getter setter injection, so I moved it to constructor injection. I made this a component. So with that being said, let's put back the logic that we had before, which was let's stream this. Get response stream dot filter where matched country matched country dot pools country peak. Let's do this matched country system, print out the country dot find first, right, and done. This can be an optional string. In country should be a string, right? I forget. Okay. Let's give that a rerun. Okay. All right. Cool. So now we have country, cases. Okay, let's look at how to make this. Is there like a way to make this pretty? So format, div, format. Okay. Format. Country. This I don't know how do they use format? Format. They're not using some message format here. Format. I've done a new guild. I have to do that for every string. That's so ugly. But sure. So country. Let's just keep it here on the same stats. Dot responses. Dot. Oh yeah. Get 0. Let's do this up here. Okay, we'll do response dot get country, and then we'll do. Let's see what we need from here. Active, critical, recovered, total. Cases. Actually, one thing we could do is we can actually just make the toString nicer. Get rid of this. Actually, I actually don't like pieces there. the one thing that I think is, can we do a line break? Okay, so we'll do cases. Country. Response stack a country. Response stack a country. Then we'll just do our response cases. See what this looks like so far. Okay. I didn't do something right. Cue this. Okay. What is this deadline? Will that deadline give me a blank line? No. Don't think that does what I wanted to do. And let's do I can at least do that. Be happy. Yes, cool. I can use new line like that, and then I can do one new line, do plus response like string, and that's all the same pattern. New total. Okay. So, with that being done, guys, I think it's safe to say that our Discord bot is completed, at least for now. There's definitely more that we can do with it, but for now, I'm pretty happy with how it works. We can pass any country. Uh, let's see. What's a good country? Let's do Bahamas. Um, and it works, and I'm pretty happy with this for now. So yeah, let me know if you guys want to see more with this. Maybe, like I said, if you want me to maybe deploy it online, if it gets a little bit of traction. I'm gonna try to see uh, if I can host this somewhere, and if I am able to host it somewhere, I'll put it down below, and then I'll put links for you to join on your, or add it to your Discord server. Um, Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. If you haven't already, please drop the video a like if you made it this far. And if you haven't subscribed before, please go ahead and subscribe and press that little notification bell so you know when I make more videos. If you like this way of me making videos, let me know and I'll make it again sometime. Thank you, guys. Have a great day. Bye.